you informed now on the top stories that you need to know in the fight against coronavirus.
Yes, and we begin this morning with some big changes at Atrium Health. Starting today, Atrium will start allowing some visitors into the hospital. Each patient can have one guest, and that person must wear a mask, have their temperature checked, and stay in certain areas. This new policy applies to most surgery patients, except for those in high-risk categories.
The University of Washington now predicts 132,000 dead by August. That's 11,000 fewer, though, than predicted just a week ago. The model underwent a number of revisions in recent weeks, and researchers say it's partly because more people are wearing a face mask. And
the North Carolina High School Athletics Association is now pushing back the date for teams to start practice because of concerns about coronavirus. Now, those high school sports, they were expected to start back up again next week.
Yeah, big disappointment for athletes that are anxious to get back out on the field. Eyewitness News reporter Gina Esposito is live outside of Harding University High School over in West Charlotte for us this morning. So what do commissioners want to see before giving the green light here, Gina?
Yeah, there's still a lot to sort out before high school sports like baseball and football here can resume. But the goal is to get players back on the practice field on June 15th. Now, in terms of what the season could look like, Commissioner Kay Tucker says athletic seasons could be shorter, there could be fewer games and fewer teams in the playoffs. She says all of that is a last resort at this point. As for spectators, Tucker says their goal is to see the stands full, but that could be challenging. She says the State High School Athletic Association has already taken an 8 to 10% financial hit during the pandemic.
We're not at the point yet where we're folding up the tent on football for this fall, but we are hopeful that at least we can have some fans, and then we'll have to figure out how that plays out.
The Athletic Association is asking that schools start collecting hand sanitizer, gloves, cleaning supplies, so when sports do resume, they can do it safely.
I have great confidence in our coaches and our athletic directors and our principals that they will lead by example and that we will do everything we can to minimize the risk of the spread in our athletic programs once we're able to get back.
And again, the team practices will begin expected on June 15th. The Athletic Association says guidelines are expected a week prior to that. We'll stay on top of this and let you know what's announced. Back to you.
It'll be interesting to see those guidelines. Gina Esposito live for us this morning.
And it's not just the high school athletes. We've learned that Appalachian State is now the latest school to cut some sports programs entirely. App State told Channel 9 that they are cutting men's soccer, men's tennis, and men's indoor track and field. It says the move is part of reducing the operating budget. The scholarships, though, will be honored for student athletes who are returning to App State, as well as the incoming signees. And we told you last week, East Carolina University is cutting 4 sports programs: men's and women's swimming and men and women's tennis. School leaders say this outbreak forced them to restructure the budget and make these cuts. Meanwhile, UNC Charlotte's athletic director says no sports will be cut. Mike Hill spoke with our partners at the Charlotte Business Journal. He says that he is on a lot of calls, a lot of Zoom meetings, all trying to figure out the big plan. From when athletes can start practicing again to when the fans will be allowed to watch the games. Hill says that the plan is to not cut sports, but it is not clear yet when things will go back to normal. Now, colleges across the U.S., they lost out on $375 million when the NCAA pulled the plug on March Madness. The NCAA announced that it would be distributing $225 million to member schools instead of the $600 million that was scheduled to be handed out.
The state released new data that shows Mecklenburg County leads the state with 18 COVID-19 outbreaks at nursing homes. And now that includes Royal Park of Matthews. The nursing home says that they learned about their first 2 cases of COVID-19 just 10 days ago. And now they say they've had 37 residents and 7 employees test positive for the virus. They shared that information with families over the weekend. Well, Melanie Sprague spoke to our Mark Becker, and she says that she learned that her father is one of those who has the virus.
I can't get in to see my dad. My sister can't get in to see my dad. And it's really hard because there's nobody to protect them.
This is scary situation here. A statement from the management at Royal Park says all of their staff have been screened as they come into work. They've been wearing full PPE gear, including gloves, masks, gowns. An employee who did not want to be identified told us that workers who actually care for those residents are getting about $1 an hour extra in pay, but they say it's just not enough for the risks that they're taking. This morning, ATRIUM Health is setting up more mobile testing spots so people can get a COVID-19 test. They'll be set up at Nations Ford Community Church, Family Life Center in South Charlotte, as well as Iglesias Camino in Monroe. Both locations will be open from 10 until 4 today.
And more people are now starting to use CATS buses and light rails to get to work. The CDC says that when taking public transit, wash your hands, be careful what you touch, and continue to social distance. They also advise people to travel during non-peak hours when possible. And soon, CATS will ramp up some of its services. Starting June 8th, it'll increase the frequency of some of the buses and on the Blue Line. It'll also start collecting fares again that same day. During the pandemic, CATS had eliminated fares to help people get to work or to the grocery store. And AMTRAK says it's going to have to cut some of its employees. The Wall Street Journal reports that AMTRAK is preparing to cut up to 20% of the workforce in the next fiscal year. Ridership and ticket revenue have fallen by 95% since the pandemic began. AMTRAK employs more than 18,000 people nationwide. It plans to make those job cuts by October. And we told you the government bailed out AMTRAK and the airlines. AMTRAK asked for another $1.4 billion to survive. It sent a letter to Congress asking for help. Earlier this year, AMTRAK stopped its service from Charlotte to New York. It also waived the change fees for reservations made before May 31st of this year. AMTRAK is also requiring its passengers to wear face masks on its trains, buses, and at the stations.